From the Mapleview Animal Hospital studios, this is the WHTC Morning News with Gary Stevens and Peg McNichol on 99.7, 1450 WHTC and WHTC.com.
And we welcome you back to the WHTC Morning News for this Thursday, February 18th. Thursday mornings, we find out what's going on in downtown Holland and also talk a little travel and tourism for the Tulip City as well with the Executive Director of the Holland Area Visitors Bureau, Linda Hart, and its Destination Downtown, presented by the Windmill Restaurant. Linda joins us from the offices of the Visitors Bureau on 8th Street in downtown Holland. Linda, good morning and welcome back to WHTC.
Good morning.
Glad you are with us, and a lot of fun things going on. The winter market, yes, it is the third Saturday of the month, and the winter market does continue. I gotta remember, I don't have my calendar in front of me. I've got to sort of say, okay, you do some quick adding, but the winter market is going to be this Saturday.
Yep, absolutely. So bundle up. The first Saturday, just like you said, and the third Saturday, 9 to 1. Lots of really goodies out there. But I think we may be turning a page in the weather. We have 31 days until spring. Can you believe it? It's hard to believe that when I look up the window that it's coming. But in the meantime, get out there and get some goodies down at the market.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. And many of the vendors will be warmed up and ready to serve you from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m., I believe, is the hours off the top of my head.
You are correct.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for clarifying that for us. As for shop talk, or shall we say CVB talk, the new visitor guide now available online, and it's now printed. And in the Zoom connection that we have with Linda Hart, she's showing a copy of the Discover Holland, Michigan guide.
Yes, we're very excited to introduce the guide. With so much uncertainty in the likelihood of visitors wanting to spend time outdoors again, we focused the content this year not only on our traditional assets, but also our attractions downtown and the beach, but everything to do with outdoors, which was so critical, our public parks, biking, hiking, and water activities. So we're really excited about the guide. We normally would print it much earlier because we use it as a marketing piece for a lot of the trade and travel leisure shows that we do. But this year, because we didn't go to those because all of them were canceled, we knew that we had some extra time. And given these times now, it's always good to have a little extra time because you really want to make sure that what you're putting out there as a marketing is relevant for the community. We didn't sell ads this year, but really focused on imagery and relevant content. We saved about 40 pages as a result of that. We usually have lengthy event section, but this year not so much because we don't really know what's going on with events. And it's really interesting because while a lot of destinations chose to reuse their 2020 guides, we felt that with all the changes that resulted from COVID and all the new opportunities that came from it, we wanted to showcase how Holland is weathering the storm and what visitors can expect for this year.
Now, some events, unfortunately, have already said they're going to delay scheduled reboots for 2021 until later in this autumn. One of the most notable is the River Run in Grand Rapids. But the Girlfriends Weekend, it's still a go for the first weekend in March.
I'll tell you, you can't get a girl down when it comes to shopping and dining in our beautiful downtown. Yes, so registration is going really well. It's March 5th through the 7th, and while we typically have a number of group events because of the situation, they had to modify it. But the merchants are offering a lot of in-store. The restaurants are offering a lot of inside activities and events for your girlfriend and your girlfriend. So we're expecting to see probably right around 300 girlfriends that weekend. So it'll be a nice little boost for Holland.
We have not heard anything official yet about the fate of the St. Patrick's Day parade as of yet. Might be still a little bit early, and maybe organizers are hopeful that maybe something can be brought up. However, Tulip time continues to move forward for 2021, and looks like even though it might not be the extravaganza in past years, many events are still a go as of right now.
That's exactly right. I know that the Curragh, to go back to St. Patrick's Day, the Curragh is trying to work to try to figure out what they can do as far as the celebration. Will there be a parade? Most likely not, but trying to somehow be festive for St. Patrick's Day is what they're working on. But yes, tulip time, the one thing that we can always guarantee, and when people call and say, what's the festival going to look like? Our answer is, we'll have tulips, right? Because that's kind of where we are right now. The Artisan Market, which is always a popular juried market, the first weekend, we had tried to make that market. We moved it out to Beechwood Church, try to make it larger with crowds and our restrictions. We couldn't get there. So that market is going virtual. We are still working on the Tulip Time Run. I know that Tulip Time is meeting with the Ottawa County Health Department as we speak to get an update on what things can be a go and what things can't be a go. But right now, I'm still working on logistics on having things at like the market plots, exhibits. But right now, we do know that we're going to have tulips, and I think that the community, including the Visitors Bureau, the downtown, the city, will welcome visitors safely to see them.
Just make sure that those snow fences stay up nice so that the birds, that the bunnies and the deer don't get at the bulbs. Linda Hart from the Holland Area Visitors Bureau, thank you very much for joining us on Destination Downtown. Wish you and everybody at the CVB well over the next week. And if all goes well, let's do this again next Thursday morning. Thank you.
Sounds great, Gary. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. It's Linda Hart with the Holland Area Visitors Bureau with Destination Downtown on 99.7 and 1450 WHTC, presented by the Windmill Restaurant.